So, tonight's a tough night, and I would like to open with a moment of silence for our council member who was lost to us Saturday. I'm a hot mess, so I apologize in advance. I have 2 boxes of Kleenex, so hopefully I won't need to use both of them. So if we could all stand for a moment and just have some happy thoughts of Amina. Okay, thank you. Those moments feel very, very long. I would like to speak on behalf of the council tonight, and then our government relations and communications manager, Kyle Moore, will be speaking on behalf of the city. And then I'll ask if there are any members of our community who would like to come up and just give a brief talk about Amina. That's fine. So I was very fortunate this last Friday. All the stars aligned, and Amina and I were able to spend 2.5 lovely hours over breakfast together. It was a meeting that was 7 weeks in coming. She was a busy woman. We're all busy in our lives, and somehow we managed to put 45 minutes together, and then another 45 minutes, and then even maybe another 45 minutes. And we were able to talk at length, and I was able to hear even more of her great plans for our city. So here we go. The SeaTac City Council became whole again when Amina was sworn in on October 23rd. In fact, it may be said that we were better than whole because we were better for her presence. Her unexpected and untimely passing on December 8th leaves a void which will be very difficult to fill. But we're going to take our time, and we're going to grieve the loss of what was and what could have been. As I was trying to put this together, I found myself curiously unable to find the right words, and anybody who knows me knows I'm a blabbermouth. But I got really lucky and found that Amina had written a letter to her new constituents that was to be published in our quarterly city magazine. And that letter was made available to me last night. So I'm going to let Amina's own words speak to all of the reasons that we, her council, were so happy to appoint her, and why we now find her loss so unbearable. So Amina said, in appreciation, I offer a heartfelt thank you to the SeaTac community and the SeaTac City Council for giving me the opportunity to serve as the newest member of this council. When I moved to South King County in 1999, I never imagined that I would have this unique opportunity to give back to the community that I have worked in and called home for almost 2 decades. She went on to say, my work serving the recently arrived refugee and immigrant communities in South King County provided me with a unique perspective to understand the needs and services that best support all SeaTac residents. My extensive background in human services and workforce development helped me design services and support economic development that is so vital to SeaTac's continued growth. She went on to say, I look forward to working with my fellow council members and staff to ensure that our current economic stability is carried well into the future. And this just sounds so Amina. She said, although we don't have to agree on every issue, I believe it will take all of us coming together to approach issues with discussion and logic that fully benefit our entire community of SeaTac. I will continue to encourage others to join me in serving our community and to discuss those issues which are most important to our residents. Further, I look forward to hearing your thinking and how together we can approach and focus on solutions as we grow and change with time. Amina closed by saying, "I am so grateful for your belief in me, and I am looking forward to meeting and working with all of the citizens of SeaTac." So, thank you, Amina. In the short time we were together as a council, you selflessly imparted wisdom and offered insight and guidance. And your absence from our council will be sorely, sorely realized. So rest in peace, Amina, and thank you. So with that, Kyle, would you like to come up?
I'm Kyle Moore, Government Relations and Communication Manager, and I'm going to read a message on behalf of Joseph Scorcio, our City Manager, who could not be here tonight. But his thoughts and prayers are here with Amina's family, and he wrote this and wanted me to read it. Over the years, many city staff have worked directly with Amina Ahmed. Usually she was helping someone in our community make their way through some crisis, issue, or misunderstood process. The newer team members were just getting to know her since she was appointed to the City Council only about 8 weeks ago. Our loss is both personal and profound. Amina touched us all in different ways, and her positive presence, quiet wit, and radiant humor will continue on with us. Countless others in our community had the support, guidance, and inspiration of Amina Ahmed for much longer than I did. Amina was one of the first introductions following my arrival to the city 6 years ago. After listening to her for 30 minutes, I know she was the real deal and someone I wanted to listen to again and again. I found her to be a great soul, one who both heard and listened, then spoke and influenced with positive intentions and hopes for everyone to thrive. I also knew that she needed to be on the City Council someday in order to help lead this city. I finally witnessed that happening a couple months ago and was really looking forward to working so closely together in her new role. We were set to meet next Monday and many Mondays after that. She had so many questions and really wanted to understand all the ways she could help our community by serving on the City Council. Amina never wavered in that message. She always wanted to help others in our community. She will always have my utmost respect, and I will hear her quiet words as I continue the good work. On behalf of all city staff team, we offer our prayers and condolences for Amina, her family, and all she touched in our community. We thank her family for sharing her with us. We are lessened by her early departure. Thank you.
Thank you. So at this time, before we open up for our usual public comments, I'd like to see if there are a few people out there in our audience who'd like to come up and remember Amina. Just make some brief remarks and remind us why we loved her so much, like we need any reminders. Senator Kaiser, would you like to come up?
Thank you, Mayor, and thank you, council members, for having this moment to honor and give thanks that we knew Amina. You know, as you work in a legislative body, which you are, you work together and you get to know each other. And it doesn't really matter that you have different opinions about different things because you get to know each other. And that is that relationship that means you can work together to change things for the better. And I know that was in your heart. I know it was in Amina's heart. And we are all touched and sad tonight because we can't work together with her, but we can work together with each other. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Kaiser.